I'm Brittany Pruitt, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make chips and salsa. Now, it would not be complete without my sous chef, my wonderful husband Craig. We're just going to show you how we cook. We're teammates, we're best friends, and this is how we do this. So, to make chips and salsa, but this is by no means any crazy secret recipe. I did not pin this, I just kind of started throwing things together. But nonetheless, this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some white vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, some Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning, cumin, some chili powder, a can of crushed tomatoes. You could use real tomatoes. You could use whole tomatoes that are canned. That's too much water in my opinion and way too many seeds. So this makes it super, super easy. A can of green chilies, ancho chili powder, some garlic salt, some lime juice, some sugar, some jalapeno, some garlic, and some yellow onion. And that's it. And then we're gonna taste and see as we go. Right. He's gonna do my food processor situation for me. Usually he will chop stuff for me. This is so easy that it's not really even necessary. So what you're gonna wanna do at first is just kind of roughly chop up the yellow onion because it's going in there. Again, this is a whole small yellow onion. So I'm gonna go with that amount and leave a little bit because I'm only doing this many tomatoes. So we're gonna put the tomatoes in here. Now obviously salsa is super, sorry.
That's all right, that's okay.
That's what a sous chef's good for, splashing. Obviously salsa is super cheap to buy, just go on ahead and buy it, but it's better if you can just make it. It makes a ton. It can be chilled, you know exactly what's in it. All that
way better this way too.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is a floppy jalapeno, 2 jalapenos. Just stick them on in there, and then 3 ginormous, did you get elephant garlic?
That's all they had.
Okay, I'm just gonna smoosh them a little bit. You just put the flat part of your knife down on the garlic, and then whack-a-mole. Let's put those in there, and I don't measure. Oh, where is my apron? Grab me an apron or something just to wipe my hands on. I usually always wear an apron, but okay. Today, it'll just be a towel. So, I don't measure, so just watch. We're gonna put the green chilies in there, small little can of green chilies. All right, the ancho chili powder. This is just a little bit smokier tasting. This is probably about a teaspoon. Garlic salt. Again, probably about a teaspoon. I'm a big taste and see what the Lord is good, or what the Lord has.
Taste and see that the Lord is good.
Taste and see that the Lord is good. Anyway, taste and see that the food is good. About a teaspoon of lime juice. Obviously you could use fresh, but hey, I've got that. Chili powder. And dump that in. That's about a tablespoon. Maybe a tablespoon and a half. Same thing with the cumin. Dump it in there. Alright, Tony's Cajun seasoning. This stuff is awesome in just about everything. That's probably half of a tablespoon. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce just for smoky flavor. That's about a teaspoon. And then some vinegar. That's probably a teaspoon. And a little bit of sugar. That's about a teaspoon. Grab this guy. He's gonna go ahead and do the food processor, please, dear.
You got it, baby.
While he's doing that, I'm going to show you a really quick tip on jalapenos to not burn your fingers. If you hold it by the top, just go right down the sides, and the seeds stay pretty much in the center. I mean, some of them will pop out, but I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Whoop. And throw that away. Do this one just in case it needs more heat. Obviously, adjust the heat and everything. As necessary. Let me look and see how choppy it is. Maybe give it a little bit more.
For the world.
Okay, anytime you're tasting, you always want, especially things like dips, you want to taste it with the cracker, the chip, the vegetable, whatever that you're going to be serving it with. These are not the chips that I'm going to be serving it with. However, it does help me as far as salt content. We're going to be making our own tortilla chips here in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and take, man, that's pretty. Let's go ahead and taste it. I think a little bit of salt, because all I added was garlic salt. Salt.
Yeah, whatever you said, that was good.
That's a good husband. All right, so I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of kosher salt. Hold on, I think I want some more cumin in there too. A little bit more smoky, so maybe another, that was probably a tablespoon. Have at it, baby.
Okay.
We're gonna give this a taste. I think we're there.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so the salsa is made. As you can see, this makes a ton of hot sauce. Now, after we make the chips, I'll show you how I would serve it to make it look pretty. Food is so visual to me. You eat with your eyes first. And so after we're done, we're gonna let this go on ahead and chill. And then after we're done making the chips, we'll put it all together and show you our chips and hot sauce, which is like a Texas food group. It's so, so good. So come on back, we're gonna start up the chips. Now, you might have noticed that I left out one very specific ingredient, cilantro. Whoop. It jumped ship on its own. Some people do not like cilantro. As you know, it's that aversion, that dishwasher or dish soap taste. It's very bitter. So if you leave it out, that makes a very good base for salsa. Obviously, I'm gonna add it to ours towards the end when I serve it up. You can always mix in cilantro, you cannot mix it out. So I left it out purposefully just to add, or just to have this as a base. You can make this fruity with pineapple, with mango. You could also roast up some vegetables, throw it in, fire roast it. You can change the heat, whatever. But this is a very good base salsa.
It's perfect.